Hey, what's going on, folks? So good to see you. We're starting a new game today. We're going to be playing Banner Saga. I recently learned that I have both Banner Saga 1 and 2, and it's been on my 2 playlist for a long time. Well, story is. Okay, do I have a lot of time to read? Because I was going to talk for a bit. You will occasionally switch between yada yada yada. Okay. What a great start. I have so much to say. I'm going to get to that later because we've got scrolling text. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped. The sun. I'm so excited for this. I've played Banner Saga years ago when it first came out, and I waited and waited for 2 to be released.
It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Man, this art style is awesome. Everything just looks so good. Oh, this is very Beowulf. Man, I don't know if you guys were watching that guy with the orange hair. I should braid my hair like that. Oh, actually, that giant's got. Man, I love I love the Northern European stuff. You never see redheads in media outside of like the I don't know, red bombshell kind of girl. You've just arrived in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they bargained for. I don't know if we were supposed to understand what that guy said, because something just happened and they spoke. Maybe I'm just being like ear dyslexic today, and I just didn't understand what they were saying. These portraits show the order of initiative, taking turns from left to right. Your allies are blue, the enemy is red. It's now your turn to act. All right, 2 on 4. Looks like the odds are almost even. The movement happens before action. This ring shows your shield banger is active. Shield banger, okay. The blue tiles around him show where he can move. Okay, and the other ones are what he can hit. Some characters fill more tiles than others. The horned allies are a race of giants called Varl, who take up 4 tiles each, while humans fill a single tile. This can have a huge impact on your strategy. Good to know. Oh, okay. So we can move, right? As long as some of our movement is in the blue tile. Okay. And we walk walk over to confirm. Legit. Look at the way he walks. That's awesome. Sometimes animation just like hits like in your gut and you're like, yes. I like the way that all looks. Enemy tiles are red and pulse if the enemy is in range. To target a nearby enemy, use left stick L and attack pressing A. Oh, okay, I see we got icons down here. Attack. Legit, we got a shield and we got a fist. You can choose to either attack the enemy's strength or break his armor. The numbers between each icon, 2 and 5, show the damage you will do to that stat. Okay, and he's got 4 armor and 5 health, and we'll straight up do 5 health of damage. Strength counts as both health and damage. A loss of 2 strength means you'll now do 2 less damage. What? Strength counts as both... Oh, okay, so the more guys get hurt... Yeah, I gotcha. He'll do 2 less damage. I see. So you can attack... You're basically attacking their armor, or you're attacking their ability to damage. Armor blocks damage, but can be reduced by a break attack. By breaking armor, you open it up to more damage. So that's pretty straightforward. This enemy only has 5 strength remaining. A strength attack will kill him. Alright. Okay, we gotta select. And then press A to confirm. I gotcha. Down! He's down. Each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which is used later to improve your characters. Good to know. After taking an action, your turn ends. Next up is the enemy. Turns always alternate, even if you are outnumbered. Despite being at full strength, the chieftain will do little damage against your shield banger's high armor. Right on. Did we hit him back? I saw a -1 red and then a -1 blue. Now it's your Warhawk. Shield Banger and Warhawk. I love these names. He appears to be out of range of those enemies, but all characters can use willpower to boost their action. Willpower is a limited resource, so use it wisely. That's going to be the star thing. All right. By moving on gold tiles, a unit can move further than usual. At the cost of 1 willpower per gold tile, red pulsing tiles beneath your enemies show how close you'll have to get to be within range. Move your Warhawk into the attack range using the L. Gotcha. So what is that going to cost us? How much extra willpower? 2. Okay, 2. The standard attack only affects a single... Okay, but our special ability is going to sweep. Hell yeah, we're going to do that. Tempest. Dang, if only we could hit that other guy too, hey? Allows him to slam multiple enemies at once. Use... Okay, I see. So we have to pick who we want to hit first. And then it'll also hit the other guy. Let's, Okay, we up and down to get more icons. Gotcha. How much damage does it do? How much... Oh, I see. He's got 9 damage to that guy? Sure, let's hit him. Oh, baby, it didn't matter. We could have just hit them both from the start. I spent too long on that one. That made quick work of the chieftain's bodyguards. When there's only one enemy left, players enter pillage mode. During pillage, each character moves in order, and there are no more guaranteed turns. Check the initiative to see how the order has changed. Your allies now get to move twice in a row. Interesting. So, there are no more guaranteed turns. Because it can always end, right? Not that, like, they just suddenly stop. If a character does not move, he gets willpower. Gotcha. Looks like the chieftain is in some trouble. Your shield banger won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost your damage. Oh, okay. Hit. So how do we willpower boost? Did I miss that? Oh, I see. Right bumper to add, left bumper to... gotcha. That's awesome. Hooah! I like it. So far, the fighting is very... It feels very intuitive. Right? You have your moves, and then you can add a little extra to everything if you've got some extra.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I am in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Awesome. Man, I'm so excited for this. I've been listening to so much traditional Irish music. I'm getting the feel for I'm getting that sort of itch you gotta scratch of some sort of Northern European thing. I know this is probably more like Scandinavian than anything, but they feel similar. Sort of like that old Gaelic culture, and then old almost like a North style culture. They feel similar in my mind. You were approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Eric, Steward of Strand. Eric, Steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. Ubin, is it? It is. It is. Yeah, sure. The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. Yeah, sure. Seems a bit chaotic around here, Eric. It's been worse. We've got lots of irons in the fire. And what does he want exactly? Scalfings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered after you took out their chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. Was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Oh, okay. That was a very easy sentence that I just... Sometimes the brain just shuts off half-sentence, mid-sentence, and just doesn't work. Use L or left bumper and right bumper to highlight the market tent and press A. Okay, so we can move around. So this is a game of doing battles and then making choices, and then things should be getting progressively more stressful and difficult as you've got lots of stuff in the beginning and you're willing to be very bountiful with what you have, and then towards the end it's okay, I can have one thing or the other, but there's not going to be enough to make everybody happy. Let me handle this. You meander through the rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Blanches? I gotta use that word more often. Had, I'm not in the mood today. For? For what? Talking to an idiot. The Scalfing's chieftain bled out an hour ago. Had. Oh. The Scalfing's chieftain bled out about an hour ago, Had. So when you tell me what a rat anus the rest of them... Oh. Holy smokes, I don't know what this font is, but I'm getting dyslexic. So when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try and kill you this time. They don't talk to me. What do we got? Eric needs some help here. Had, I had a change of heart. I hope you do give us a hard time. Had sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table. Just wait. Buy one of these. If everybody thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know much? Just a little food money, yeah? Well, I think what we're gonna do... I don't know who this guy is. I don't know his deal. I guess I'm new in town. I'm the big guy. Food money, how much? Yeah, I was gonna work. I was gonna intimidate him. But let's just give him some money. You toss a silver on the table. Both men look at you with surprise. Hod gestures meekly to a variety of junk from his stall. Take whatever you like. Only thing I'd like is the name of a place. Nobleman, up by East Wall. But that was months ago, last I know. Hod skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel. Disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Oh yeah, look at that majestic hair. Are we done here? Yeah, I'm gonna commit to that one. Gunnulf. Were you wearing green back at the hall? No, just bought 'em while you were walking around. Why? You look like a frog. They look good. I'm glad you care. Gunnulf goes off to look at more stalls. That was cute. That was like an unnecessary interaction, but it was cute. Eric, that man of yours seems unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had. But he used to be a Skulfing. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a mead hall? Best I can tell. The name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these skulls in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. Shouldn't we have an approach of some sorts? Yeah, that seems smart. What a luxury. Come on. You've already mopped up worse today. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remember. Mead House. Should we get into it? Should we go for it? I think we're pretty close to an episode. Let's start it. It's gonna be... Let's just start it. What's an extra few minutes? Like, where do we got to be? Mead House. You arrive in front of what must be Nobleman. A few minutes later, Eric appears, with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgard. I'll point them out, Eric says over his shoulder. Ready? You're walking through the front door. Let's ask for options. Valgard. They ran to a mead house, says Valgard. I'll be surprised if they can stand up straight right now. Okay, here we go. Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of a table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken Skulfings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and mead steins in the process. Loading. Hi-ya. Ready. This looks awesome, and on that note, we're going to end it here. Hey guys, thanks so much for checking this game out for me. I think we're going to be playing it for a little while longer. if you get a chance and you want something entirely different than what this is, I just finished playing Calico. It's a magical cat girl game where you, under the guise of running a cat cafe, really you have a cafe and you run around doing fetch quests. But I had a lot of fun playing that one, and we're gonna be back at this one tomorrow. I can just tell we're gonna like it. So, thanks so much for watching. Take care, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh man, I love the aesthetic. I love anything that's got redheads in it. You know, you gotta have that representation.